Good afternoon and welcome to St. John's Episcopal Church. My name is Nick Andrews and I'm the Director of Music and Organist here. I welcome you to this final recital of our Epiphany Recital Series. Can't believe it's already the end of it after, it should have been 5, but 4 of them. Last week was canceled due to the weather. So I'm glad everyone is here today, and we're looking forward to having the series continue in August. During the summer, so be sure to be on the lookout in the latter part of the summer for the upcoming concerts. I was late in putting the little collection donation basket out, so if you feel generous at the very end of the performance today, you're more than welcome to give, and that will help fund the future concerts here at the church. Just one last thing is to just make sure you silence your cell phone. Just make sure it's we had one go off 2 weeks ago, so just double check. I'm pleased to welcome my colleague, Deke Polifka, who's here from St. Paul's Memorial Church in Charlottesville, Virginia, and he has a wonderful program ahead for you. So I don't get the advantage like you and get to listen. I have to turn pages again this week, so I have the hard job. Anyway, please join me in welcoming Deke.
Good afternoon. It's so great to be in Johnson City for the first time at this beautiful church and to play this great instrument. So special thanks to Nick for welcoming me here, and great to see all of you today. I know it's good to be able to get out after all that bad weather, and I was grateful to be able to drive from Charlottesville. We've had a lot of ice and snow as well. So it's great to be here. I don't normally talk before I play, but I wanted to say just a few words about the first piece on the program, which is the Bach Passacaglia in C minor. I guess technically it could be called Passacaglia and Fugue, but it is one piece that continues from beginning to end. And at the beginning there is a theme you'll hear in the pedals, very simple theme of 8 measures in 3/4, and a Passacaglia means that theme, it repeats over and over and over again in different variations. And so in the Passacaglia part, you actually have 20 variations showing Bach's genius for counterpoint. There's a lot of variety in those variations, and I like to use it because it shows off a great instrument like this. It's not just one sound, it's many different kinds of sounds throughout to distinguish the different variations. And then the fugue is actually a double fugue using the same theme and its counter subject to make a double fugue, and that continues straight from the Passacaglia. And it's really about a 12-13 minute piece, and it's quite a spiritual journey, as is the case with much of Bach's music. So enjoy. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've always loved that piece, and I hope you enjoyed it. The next piece is very different. We're moving into the late romantic era. One of my other favorite composers, of course, Bach being the best, is Herbert Howells. And if you're not familiar with sort of church organ and choral music, you may not have heard of Herbert Howells, but he's actually was quite a prolific composer of not just Anglican church music and organ music, which is what he's known for, but also he wrote symphonies and piano concertos and chamber music and solo piano works. He's a wonderful composer. And he has his own style that is sort of a blend of his study with Ralph Vaughan Williams and that sort of English Tudor-influenced romantic style, but also he has very beautiful and unusual harmonies that are his own, sort of influenced by Impressionism and also jazz even as well. And this next piece is one of his psalm preludes, which are based on a short verse from the Psalms, obviously. And in this case, you can find that in your program. It's something like, "But the meek will possess the earth." Or if you think of the Beatitudes, "Blessed are the meek," that sort of piece. So as you can imagine, it's quite soft, and he uses the strings and flutes and warm, soft colors of this wonderful organ and shows its romantic side. It does build up to a little bit of a climax in the middle and then comes back to finish at a whisper. Thank you. Great, so you had your moment to chill out a little bit on that sort of meditative, beautiful, rich, lush piece. The next piece is quite loud, and also time to fasten your seatbelts because it's a great tour de force for the organ. I'm going to play the first movement from Widor's Sixth Symphony. A lot of you, if you're familiar with organ music, may know the toccata from the famous toccata from the Fifth Symphony that everybody plays on Easter, including me, and I love that one. But this is from the Sixth Symphony, and the Sixth Symphony apparently was the composer's favorite of his 10 symphonies. I guess if there's a theme tying this program together, it's sort of the ways that three different composers, very different composers, use the organ in an orchestral way. And certainly the name symphony would give you a clue as to that for Widor. And really, for late 19th century, he's using the organ like an orchestra. And this movement, I love playing it on recitals because it's like a complete meal. It has everything in a 9 or 10 minute movement. And basically, it's in G minor, and it's a march, and loosely in a sort of sonata allegro form, where you have the first theme, the second theme, a development section, and then it all comes together at the end. But I think it works well on this instrument. I wanted to thank you again for coming out today. It's been a real pleasure, and I'm really looking forward to sharing this last piece with you. Thanks.